Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today we're back with more One Piece gameplay, this time showing EB01 Uta. And I say EB01, but really there's only two new cards that we get to play from EB01, which is Sanji, a great 2k counter that could potentially be a good attacker in certain situations, and then Blueno, which is a nice film blocker. So having another 2k counter that you can search with the film archetype, and having another blocker that you can search with it as well with your Uta or your Nami or your new Genesis actually improves this deck a lot more than you might think. So it's been a while since we showcased Uta, so let's just quickly do a deck breakdown here. Now this deck is all about, it does a lot of things. Let me say that. It can fill the board really quickly, right? Like you can fill the board really quickly with combination of like your Brook to let you cheat out two bodies on one turn, or even playing your Luffy on the 7 Dawn turn to cheat out Brook and another body. So you can either put 3 bodies at once or 2 bodies at once, right? So this deck can easily fill the board really quickly, right? That's one thing that it can do. It has a lot of draw with the Uta leader ability, and also has a lot of draw with the Nami, allowing you to consistently have a lot of counters and a lot of cards in your hand. That's two things. Then it has a ton of blockers, a lot of defensive capabilities. The Luffy, the Blueno, the Uta, and more important, the Kid. The Kid being able to just lock down your opponent unless they have direct removal for this means that you're able to kind of protect your life. Even if you go down to 1 or 0 life, you can have enough blockers on the field that you could literally play the whole game at that low of a life point and not feel like you're going to lose the game, right? And then lastly, it also, in addition to the defensive and the draw, it has a crazy finisher in I'm Invincible. Because this card lets you restand your leader Uta, which means that if you just attack for like, let's say opponent has 1 life left, you can literally attack for 12, restand, and attack for 12 again to potentially have game. Most of the times, this is how you're going to finish a lot of your games with I'm Invincible. I even add a little bit of a Zoro in there, which kind of does the same thing. But Zoro is really nice, especially against a lot of those like really slow decks that might not have removal for the Zoro. So this deck can do a lot. This deck can do a lot. And that's what makes Uta so fun, and that's why she has been a little bit successful. She can be a little bit bricky though, because you do have a lot of non-counter cards between the Luffy, the Nami, the Kid, that sometimes, and even the events, right? That sometimes you might not find enough counters to be able to stop some of the opponent's aggression. We are a 5 life leader though, so that kind of helps us out a lot. But the reason that I like this deck list is because, again, I get to just, I have a good mix of 2k counters. I played 10 of them with the Mihawk, the Sanji, and the Chopper. 2 of these 2k counters which can be searched. You have a lot of blockers like I talked about, right? So it lets you kind of play this more mid-range style where you're just developing bodies, slowly attacking into the opponent, trying to get them down to 2 or 1 life, so that then in the late game, you're setting up for like this big I'm Invincible. And a lot of your games are going to be decided by either the Kid locking them down or the I'm Invincible just letting you just rip it and just kill them like in a shot. We do play 2 Backlight as well. Potentially this should be 3 of them because of the prevalence of Red Purple Law. This obviously allows us to be able to rest the Red Purple Law blockers or just straight up KO their units. But I play it at 2 right now because I found 3 to be a little bit awkward. And I also just don't know what else to cut from this deck. So yeah, I mean, this is my choices of the way that I'll play this. A lot of Uta lists are going to be very similar. Most of the times, the things that are going to be different is like some people are not playing Zoro. But everything else, you're probably going to see in every single Uta list. It's just the ratios might change here of like maybe they're playing more Zoros here, maybe they're playing more Mihawks, maybe they're playing more Backlights or just a full set of I'm Invincibles. The only other card that sometimes you see played in this deck would be the 2-cost Law, right? That can let you like kind of cheat out like Mihawk, etc. But for the most part, this is a very solid starting point, and most of your deck list is always going to look the same. So I don't think I need to go too much into depth into my card choices because I feel like every Uta deck is going to be playing pretty much the same way. So yeah, so just develop your board early on, take as much ship damage as possible, try to attack for 6 every time that you can with your Uta so you can continue drawing those cards, and eventually your opponent is going to be either using too many cards to counter or going down to 1 life, and you can set up for a big finishing move. So yeah, anyways, today we're gonna have 3 games against Red Purple Law and then 1 game against Enel. So I hope that you enjoy the games coming up soon, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you all in this match. We're going against Red Purple Law. No Luffy's. Punisher's to go second. I guess we'll just drop the Nami and force the race mats. Sure. But then that means I'm not searching. This is... I shouldn't have kept this hand. Okay, we get the Luffy. I definitely shouldn't have kept this hand. We're gonna go 5 and just play the Nami. Because if the opponent plays race mats or Gordon, that means that they're not playing their 4-drop, right? They're not playing their 4-drop on curve here. For them to get rid of Nami, it means that they cannot play their curve the way that they want to. And it's all about making it super awkward for the opponent. You could play your race mats and bottom deck the Nami, but you're not playing like a 4-drop. So you're not playing your Ain or your Clay. Yeah, so they went for it this way. Honestly, let's counter early. Let's keep myself healthy and keep my hand size small to play around the 4-cost blocker law. So the fact that they did it this way tells me that they're going to go for the race mats. But again, that's what I wanted to do, right? Shuriaya. So you're not even dealing with the Nami. We have 5 done next turn. Can play Nami and attack with Nami and get 2 searches out of this. Sure. Yeah, we'll go like this. New Genesis or the 2K? Is there anything better that I want from New Genesis? I guess if I get the Brook, that's actually better. If I get the Brook, that's actually better, right? I wonder if I should have actually I mean, I can always backlight this after, right? Okay, I guess we'll get the Uta. We're 6. We go 5 here. If the opponent plays... Do we ever just backlight this Shuriaya right now? Like, do we just go 7 and backlight? I don't think so. I think I like playing the second Nami. So I was thinking maybe we draw here and then just backlight the Shuriaya. It's at 1k no matter what, right? Yeah, so I think I just play the second Nami. Another Genesis. I still think I want to find that Brook. So I'm going to go here. And just save that for next turn. They gave me a blocker law. They gave me another Shuriaya. They have to kill this Nami and bottom deck the other one. So they'll be able to get both of them out of the way. Very easily. Yep, so then you go race mats. There we go. You bottom deck this one. We don't even have a 2k counter to actually protect her. If we had a 2k counter, we could actually protect the Nami. But next, so we're just gonna go Luffy, right? They also get... Okay, so that's a very good turn for them. But that's 1 race mats out of the equation. We'll let the Nami go. And we'll go like this. That's our Brook. We'll go 5. You should know that this is a Luffy turn, so you can just block this. You should know that it's a Luffy turn. I guess I could technically backlight the kid. Maybe that's actually worth it? Yeah, I would have actually backlighted the kid if the opponent let me. So the only way to get rid of this Luffy is by having double race mats, and they already showed me one. We still have access to this Backlight and I'm Invincible. Opponent needs at 3 lives, so they are very healthy still. We haven't been getting a lot of draw. Kind of weird, actually. Okay, so they're gonna have a race match. Alright, so there you go. Alright, so they get rid of it. Cool. we have another Luffy, by the way. So I want to take lives so that I can get other stuff in my hand. Let's put those, let them get the Dawn. There, Luffy, okay. Sure. Okay, so it's gonna be Luffy into Zoro, I guess, right? Which leaves me with 2 Dawn. Two Dawn. Guess we'll go like this. We whiff? That's unfortunate. Interesting. Do we starve them out at this point? What if we just starve them out? I don't need to attack into them. Opponent has 3 cards in their hand. Unless they find a second Riju, I'm not in any trouble here. And I'm gonna be drawing every turn with the Uta. Okay, so the opponent's gonna have their kick killer here. I'll give you the Uta blocker. Make it easy for you. I guess they could have an Otama to get rid of the Brook. I'm just gonna clear their board and just develop another Luffy. These Luffy blockers are gonna be problematic for them. I guess until they have the kick killer, right? The kick killer is gonna be annoying. The Shiraya is a problem. We can go Backlight, Luffy. Okay, so if I block this, can the opponent kill this Luffy? They have to have the kick killer here. Am I okay with the kick killer? I think I'm gonna be okay with the kick killer. We have the 2K counter. Let's go like this. Want to see what they do. Oh, that's a good Riju. That's a very good Riju. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna play a Luffy, I guess, into Brook. So Luffy still gives me 3 down to play with. So I guess we'll go like this. Get that 2K. You're gonna give me the 2Ks? You can give me the 2Ks. I just don't want you to block with this kid for free. Maybe I actually am supposed to play the Blueno. It's too easy for them to bottom deck the Blueno though. Yeah, they took it. Wow, okay. Let's go 6 here. Let's have them bottom deck the Blueno if they want to. They're gonna have to play a unit first and then bottom deck the Blueno before I can just keep it alive. I just need to be able to give it, like, opponent has a lot of Dawn, right? Even though I have a lot of blockers, opponent does have a lot of Dawn. They haven't been able to use they haven't had to use their ability. If you attack first, this is an easy block into the Blueno. Yeah. That was the easiest card for you to bottom deck. We are kind of running short. We're running very short. Eventually, we might have to play this Backlight and just attack into their kid. Or their Shuriaya. They're not gonna attack with their blockers. They're being very careful about that. If I have my 8-cost kid, this game would be so different. Yeah, that we whiffed last turn also hurt us a lot. Another Nami would be nice. I guess I can start attacking into their life here shortly. They're gonna go all in. If we go to 1, how scared are we to go to 1? How scared are we to go to 1? Yeah, they use their minus dawn here. Shuriaya? Oh my goodness. Let's start here. Okay. So. I kind of like the idea of attacking into this kid. Stop them from continuing getting that extra done every time they use their effect. We have 2 Luffys on the field. So I'm not opposed to going Backlight here. I guess blocker. Yeah, I guess we can go 8. We have to start doing something now. We have to start doing something now. They have their blockers, right? But we're going to have all these units on the field. We are kind of in a tough situation. Really weird. Really weird game. Just block. Why are they now blocking? I guess they want to get the cards in their hand, right? The opponent has 7 cards in their hand. They still have 1 life. Yeah, you want to bottom deck this Blueno. And they get another blocker, so they have 3 blockers now. And because I cannot attack with my blockers, the opponent can just take their sweet time here. Yeah, now you did it the right way. You go for Zoro, which I guess still lets you play that kid out. Yeah, we give them the Usopp. Alright, so 1 life, 5 cards in hand. 3 blockers. 3 blockers. We can develop 2 more blockers ourselves. Alright, so this is 3. Let's start here. Okay, the problem here is the fact that the opponent can just block. They're gonna block with their kid right away. So do I even go after their life then? I guess it's the same no matter how I do this. Tough, tough, tough. All these blockers are really problematic for us. Like, really problematic for us. Maybe we're going here. We're not playing I'm Invincible. I'm going to use it to restand my units. This can go to 8. Luffy, Uta. Let's go 6 first. I guess we just eat up the opponent's cards right now. All right. Well, I mean, this is easy for them to counter out of. Very easy for them to counter out of, right? I mean, they can just block as well. We should have actually gone for 6. Well, no, we're never playing this Nami, right? We're always playing this Uta. Question is, are we restanding this Luffy? Just give me a 1K. What a weird game. The Shirayas are so good. I also haven't found another backlight. If I go Nami, I can do a search. Is that better? Oh, they're scared of the backlight. That's why they did it that way. They didn't even counter. I'm completely safe then, right? Kick killer? I guess to be completely safe, I should just go here. Yeah, if I want to be completely safe, I should just go here. And just keep myself 4 blockers. We give up the I'm Invincible to do this. Which might be enough for us to not have lethal. But we have all these blockers that are also going to be big 7k attackers into the opponent. Another blocker Shiraya. That's unfortunate. You have another kid as well. You're losing to backlight if I draw it. I guess we already used one. We only have one more. One more backlight and one more I'm Invincible is all that we have left. The blockers have been really problematic. The thing about the blockers, though, is that... yeah, even if you go race max, it doesn't matter. Or it shouldn't matter. And the more cards you use, the easier my lethal potentially looks like. Oh, that's... I guess we go like this and like this. They didn't play anything. And we have a 1k counter, so we can just... they didn't play anything after their bottom deck. Do you actually... I guess maybe they all have just 2k counters that they don't want to play. Oh, we topped it. I'm Invincible. Right, so with I'm Invincible, that's going to be... so we can go 7, 7, I guess 9, 9. Yeah, so we can go like this. We can go 7. Too many 7 attacks. There's no way they can survive this. You had to try to go for it last turn. You had to hope that I didn't have a 1k. You know I had a Nami. So you know I only have 1 card left. They had to just attack with the Shiraya twice and just hope that they had it. Because even without the I'm Invincible, I had too many attacks here. I guess that's not true. Technically, opponent does have all these blockers, right? So 7, 7, 7 for Dawn. Do we go 8, 8, 8? Or is one of these going to be a 9 twice? I guess 9 twice makes the most sense, right? 3, 9. Yeah, we can go 9 every single time, right? We can go here. Yeah, so the top deck I'm Invincible actually did save me. Opponent only has a bunch of 2Ks in their hand. Nine, 9. We have 3 9k attacks. Opponent has 2 blockers. They can only defend 2 of these 9k attacks. We go 9, you give me the block. We go 9, you give me the block. It's funny, we could actually just play Uta and block next turn as well. But you see that I have 3 done open, so you know exactly what's coming. So we go 9 one more time. Yeah, that's why they didn't play anything last time, because their whole hand was just a bunch of 2k counters and a redo, huh? Wouldn't it have been better for them to play the redo and draw cards? Oh, I guess they got the redo from their life. They got the redo from their life. Their hand was all 2k counters. They did have 1 more life, and it was that redo that they got too late. So geez. In this match, we're going against Law. So I want to go second just to deny them going second. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. Especially because we can go Mihawk, Brook, and something else. That Zoro is crazy, actually. That Zoro is crazy. ever supposed to just like play for like a Zoro in this game? I mean, I guess I'll try to put pressure as much as I can, and then I just drop Zoro. It's still vulnerable to double Gordon and thing, right? Again, we can go here, 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 while also drawing a card. I might actually counter this, as weird as it sounds. Yeah, like I might counter this. Okay, now I feel like I go Usopp. Satuke, that's great. Okay. We'll go like this. We'll go like this. And I think I like the Usopp better than the Uta. Just have a 5k body in the field. This also lets me play around a 4-cost law blocker. Yeah, so they're gonna do their... Okay, well, they cannot bottom deck anything here. So I guess they're not doing that. They're just gonna get draw. I guess that makes sense. You can attack for 6 and I'm just gonna counter it, as you know that I drew the Sanji. I wanna be able to draw here. So we have 3 Dawn. We can go 6, 6, 6. Or do we go for this 5 as well? I would like to play... Do I need to play the blocker? That's the question. We can go 6, 6, 6. And 2 of them can be 7s. If I attack here first... the problem is this Shiraiya, right? The opponent's able to easily just block it with the Shiraiya. They have a lot of blockers. We haven't found the Luffy. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. See what the opponent does. 6, 6, and then 1, 7. You have to start blocking. Okay, 2 cards. That means they must have another Riju. Yeah, 2 cards means that they must have another Riju. I just need to get them low enough. Like, I just need to make them focus on my units instead of my life so that I can just play this Zoro and just pop them out from there, right? With the right attack, yeah, I can attack 6 here first. And then the opponent can just do their thing, right? So I guess we'll just go 7 and let the opponent block with the kid. And then we'll go 6 and the opponent's gonna have a 1k. Unfortunately, we don't have the Luffy, right? Luffy will be so crazy in this matchup. I'm Invincible will be so crazy in this matchup too. They actually took it. So yeah, so we'll attack for 6. At the very least, it's gonna eat up... Oh, there it is. At the very least, it's gonna eat up a 1k, right? Yeah, so this eats up a 1k here. Cool. And we'll pass. I mean, they're down to 1 life. We still have 5 life. We are at 8. My concern, by the way, is that I haven't seen a single Gordon or Race Matzius yet. So they could actually get rid of my Zoro. Just kind of crazy to think about. Yeah, cool. You can get it. Don't mind that. Maybe the opponent didn't expect me to just let it go that easily. Yeah, that's cool. Play your race mats. Play your race mats, please. Okay, that worked. Yeah, same thing, right? Now, again, the problem here is this stupid Shiraiya. Until I get the backlight, I can't really deal with it. Because it's going to be able to just go all the way up and just be a single 1k counter to deal with us. I'm still at 5 life. So again, we're just going to drop Zoro on not this turn, but the turn after, and hope that that's enough. Just play the I'm Invincible now and just eat up as much as I can. Because he's gonna eat up. Oh, that's interesting. I can go 7. I can go 7 2 times. Does that make sense here? 7 to 1. Then the opponent has to give me a 1k to save this. Then they have to give me a 2k and a 1k. Then they have to give me another 2k. But then I have no more units to attack with. So maybe it's actually going to be Brook into... Maybe it's actually Brook into Uta here. I save the I'm Invincible for next. This is tough. No matter what I attack with, right? The opponent will be able to just counter with a Shuriaya. Maybe double I'm Invincible is greedy. Maybe we're supposed to just go 7 and then go 1 I'm Invincible. Or maybe even 6, to be honest. And play the Brook and the Uta. I don't hate playing 1 I'm Invincible here. The 6 is weird because the 6 opponent can easily just counter Ado with just a 2k. So maybe it's just Uta. Maybe it's just 7. Right? You have to still give me a 1k here. I want to force him to have to find a way to get rid of this Uta, right? Oh, they just took it. Wait, that's one less blocker that I have to deal with. So what if we actually just leave our I'm Invincible here and we just go Blueno? Go like this. Give me the 2 cards. I'm still gonna play the Uta. I'm still gonna play the Uta and force the opponent to have to give me 1 more card here. Yeah, like they're gonna have to give me a Gordon or a race match to bottom deck this. My concern now is that I don't know that Zoro... I think Zoro's gonna come too late. I think because my hand... Like, even if I play Zoro, I don't have enough, right? Opponent needs to find another blocker. If you don't find your 5th blocker, which is could be another Shuriaya or a Law, you're still gonna get punished. Because 1 single blocker is not enough now that you went to 0. You have to get rid of the Uta, and you have to find another blocker. Getting rid of the Uta is easy, because you just go Gordon, bottom decker. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna keep myself healthy so that I don't have to deal with Kick Killer. Yeah, they found the 2nd blocker, right? Problem with that is that you're not bottom decking Uta. You're not bottom decking Uta, so if this is not a redo, you're out of luck. And it wasn't a redo. So... do we have lethal here? I mean, opponent has 2 blockers, right? I would have to have I'm Invincible. And I would have to go for like... I guess 7, 8... 8. So like 8, 8, 8. They have... how many attackers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... And if I play Zoro, this becomes a 9k attacker. If I attack 8 3 times, I'm still losing to the 2Ks. 8, 8. Why don't we just force him to give me the 2 kids? Yeah, what if we just go like 9? And just play... well, I guess we can go 8, 4... I'm Invincible. We go 8. We play Brook. I think I want to keep this Brook though. I feel like... This is tough. 9, I'm Invincible and play Uta. They didn't have it last turn. The 9 is forcing their blocks no matter what, right? It has to be 2k, 2k. I guess I could go here. I don't want to play the Mihawk, right? I think I need to keep my counters. I'm overthinking this too much. I think it's gonna be 9. I think it's gonna be 9. I need to keep my counters. Force the opponent to give me the blocks, right? Okay. Then we're gonna go I'm Invincible here. Do it again. Force the second block. Because you know you have to worry about this Uta attacking into you as well. Okay. And then we're just gonna play second Uta. And we're just gonna chill here. As long as one of these Utas lives, opponent has to either find 2 blockers here, 2 more blockers, to be okay. We have a 2k, 2k, and 3 1ks. Unfortunately, the Zoro ended up not being good enough. Alright, so let's say they have the kid, right? Let's say they have the kid. They play kid, attack me for 7. Play another kid with their effect, attack me for 7 one more time. I have to be concerned about the blocker law here. So maybe we counter here first. Make their kid a little bit more awkward. Make it so that blocker law doesn't punish my hand. And make it so that they cannot just play kid here. I mean, I guess they could play it after. This is not attacking because my units are 4Ks. So this requires a Dawn. So their bone play is kind of like a little bit useless. So let's say they go kid now, right? Kid. 7. 7. I think I should be okay. Especially because we have 2 blockers. You can knock get rid of both. So like going for kids, kid killer here doesn't make sense. Unfortunately, we don't have a second I'm Invincible. It would be our third one because we already played 2 of them. Yeah, that's why I got myself out of 7 cards in my hand. Raise mats. Okay, so you're going ahead and bottom deck 1. Need to have a second blocker, my friend. You need to have a second blocker. That's not enough. And if I top deck a Backlight, you're also screwed. Am I missing something here? Okay. That's why I just took the damage, right? Yeah. So that's why I just took the damage. Because at this point, we know that we're going to either win or lose. We were going to win or lose next turn, right? But even without the Backlight, right? We can go 9 and 9, right? I guess 9 can actually survive if the opponent has 2k, 2k. Yeah, but we just go here. We just go here. Put everything on the Uta. Win the game. Did they have 2k, 2k, 1k? If they had 2k, 2k, 1k, they actually would have survived if I didn't get the Backlight. Oh, they actually didn't have it anyways. So they only had 2k, 2k. So yeah, they wouldn't have survived me attacking for 9 twice. So yeah. GG's. In this match, we're going against Law. I like going second here. We have the Luffy, which I think is really hard for them to deal with. I'm going to keep this in. Put in Mulligan. So the Luffy into potentially if we get Brook, that would be really nice. We don't get anything right now. The opponent cannot play their curve here. They're just going to probably attack me for 8. He's going to attack me for 8, as suspected. Kind of awkward here because now we can actually get punished by... we can get punished here by the opponent's law. Like their law blocker. So their law blocker is at the annoyance part here because you can get rid of 2 of my cards. Hopefully it doesn't hit the Luffy. So they go Bantam. Race mats, bottom deck this. Lot blocker. This is your only time to use this lot blocker. But I guess if you do that, you're gonna fall behind on Dawn a little bit. Or read you. Okay. Let's give them the 2k counter. Just keep ourselves healthy while also reducing the amount of cards in my hand. I value the draw too much. It's gonna give them an easy target, right? It's gonna give them an easy target, but I want them to spend their time bottom decking this Blueno. Now, if they have the 5-cost kid, that's a big punish, because they can go 5-cost kid. I guess they can only just play a 4. I'm still getting punished by the law no matter what, right? Next turn, we'll go Luffy. Ooh, that's a good one. So they're gonna bottom deck the Uta instead. I guess that's fair. So what do you have? Second region. Alright, so they have a lot of cards. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be very tough. Because of all the cards that they have. Like, ideally, I wanna like start them out, but I don't know that I can even do that anymore. As I say that, I get the kid, so maybe the kid can actually help us. Yeah, like we'll go like this, draw the Nami. And I'm down to play this Nami, honestly, straight up. That way, next we can play Kid, have the Nami search, and still be able to attack with Uta. This will be at 7k hit, but we can easily get rid of the Bentham after he attacks for 7. And the problem here is that if the opponent has double Gordon, right? Yeah, if the opponent has like double Gordon, that's going to be really annoying. I'll give you this. So I'm hoping that the opponent gets beta into doing a Gordon here so that they can keep the kid alive. I guess it could also just be a law into another Gordon. They have a lot of cards. So I'm really going to be over-relying on this kid and the opponent having quote-unquote no way to deal with it. But that's one way to deal with it. Because that's going to be a big attack. Show me the race mats. Come on. I know you have it. I know you have it. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. Could be worse. Shuriaya? Okay. Oh, they actually just took it. Alright, so... How much time am I supposed to give them here? How much time am I supposed to give them? Do you have a second Otama into race mats? Possible. The Shuriayas are really annoying for us to deal with as the game goes on. The opponent has this Bone Clay, right? I'm surprised that they just went for it that way. I'm gonna keep my blockers. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my blockers. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my blockers. I guess I need to give this a Dawn, right? I need to give both of them a Dawn. So that's not really doing anything for us. Yeah, I need to let both of them have Dawn. I guess I can start attacking into their life, to be honest. Now we can go like this. Get rid of that Bone Clay. Attack them for 7. With double Kid and double Uta, I should be okay. Go like this. There's no way I play this I'm Invincible, right? I think I have to just leave it for potential lethal. Okay. Now what? Now what? How are you beating these kids, right? You can only get rid of one of them at a time. We have 2 blockers to protect them. You get rid of one, and you still have to get rid of the other one. Your kick killer is not at 7k yet because we still have 4 life. And you're down to 2 life, and you already gave me a Shiraya blocker. Next time we start drawing with the Uta. I mean, I'm down to just 1 card. That is the one downside here. I guess you get your blocker. Cool. You have to play another blocker to really feel safe. That means you're not attacking at all into us. And if you're not attacking at all into us, I'm going to be attacking with these kids and this Luffy over and over and over and over again. Tough situation. So you get rid of one of the Utas. Still cannot attack. They're gonna... You can't... I guess you can attack into it. It's a 5k. I guess that works. Yeah, I guess that works. We'll press OK. Yeah, you can attack into it because it's a 5k. You can't attack into anything else. But they're gonna use it anyways to play Riju in here, I'm guessing. That's the only way that this makes sense if you're playing Riju here. Another Riju. Shiraya? Alright. You have to attack into this kid, my friend. So yeah, that doesn't work. Ooh, another blocker? We can play another blocker. Even if it's one that can be removed, it means one less thing to get removed, right? So 3 for I'm Invincible potentially. 7, 8, 9. 9, 7. Oh, that's a good draw. That's an easy block with the Shiraya, right? Whatever reason they decided not to. Well, I guess honestly, this is a mistake. This is a mistake, right? Because it's very easy for them to now just block it. I guess we can go 3, 1. I guess I don't have to attack. Yeah, they can just block this now. And give me a 1k. Yeah. We have 2 options here. We can go Nami. I mean, that's a crazy backlight. That's a crazy backlight. Lets me get rid of the Shiraya right now. Right? Well, it's not gonna let me get rid of it right now, but it's gonna let me get rid of it later. And we attack with A here. Forcing the opponent to have to give me 2 cards, even if they block with the kid. Okay, so they go to 1. And they know I have a backlight, right? So they know I have a backlight. I'm at 4 lives, so I'm not at risk of dying. You're down to 0 life. You're gonna have to play a bunch of blockers. And we're still gonna have like all these attackers. Okay? You have to have a Gordon as well. So Backlight and I'm Invincible makes me feel really good here. I'm gonna force you to attack with your blockers. I'm gonna force you to attack with your blockers. Or give me a kick killer right now. I'm gonna make it so that they cannot... You know I have this. I'm gonna make it so that they cannot play another blocker here. Because without a second blocker, they're just losing, right? Yeah, you go kick killer, you have to give the Dawn here. You attack for 6. And then you're still losing to this stuff. Alright, so you have 5 cards, and I'm Invincible, and you only have 1 blocker. So we go Backlight on the Shiraya. We go 8, 9, 10. I guess we can go 9. I guess let's be safe. Let's be safe, right? Let's go 9. It's gonna force the same amount of cards as if I go 10, right? So we can go 9, forcing 3 cards. Then we can go 5, drawing a card, and then we can go backlight to do our thing, right? Yeah, sure. I mean, no matter what, the opponent's gonna have to use everything, right? Like, this is game because we just get to attack with the Luffy afterwards. There is 1 card, the Luffy's 2 cards, we go I'm Invincible, we go 9 again, that's all 3 cards, and then the Luffy means that you don't have enough. Another 2k and a 1k, and then you attack with Luffy. Yeah. You knew I had the backlight, right? I drew it last turn, and I had the I'm Invincible. It's just... the backlight just makes this matchup so nice. That's one of the reasons why potentially it's probably correct to play 3 backlight instead of 2. But yeah, GG's. In this match, we're going against Enel. The thing about going first is that it lets me play the kid right away on turn 9, or it lets me play the Zoro, right? I got a mulligan this hand because I want to look for this. There we go. We get the Zoro. So the Zoro, this is one of the matchups where we play Zoro. Now the opponent does have Kingdom Come or Raigo, which is going to make it a little bit awkward, right? The other benefit here is that we do develop bodies pretty quickly. So that's always nice. I like going first just because it lets me get the draw right away on turn 1, right? And then on turn 2. And then on turn 3, we can go here, while still being able to attack for 6. And again, we're just gonna literally drop this Zoro on her and force the opponent to have to find their Kingdom Come or their Raigo, right? So we are down to take all this life if they want to. Ooh, you know what, man, we could develop the bodies right now. We could develop the bodies right now with this Mihawk. Is that ever worth it? I think actually I will. The problem is the Gedatsu, right? Yeah, the problem is the Gedatsu. The Gedatsu is always a problem here. But I kind of do like having 3 bodies on the field right away and just putting a lot of pressure into them next turn. So Gedatsu, on not this turn obviously, but the next turn, it's going to be able to just kill my stuff. Ideally, the opponent wants to play a 4-cost unit here, right? Like if they play or... yeah. Okay, well, if they're going to attack for 7, I'm fine with that. We still have 2 bodies. Ooh, they're going to swap their life. Ooh, so that could be a Nami then. So I need to be a little bit more careful. I guess I'll go 7. Maybe I'll keep that Mihawk around. Let's go 5. It's kind of weird, right? Because the opponent can just... oh, they actually have the Nami there instead. Again, I'm a little bit annoyed about... I guess we can go double 7s. Let's go double 7. Why is the opponent not willing to take that life? If that was like a Nami or something, I want them to take it. Like, what was it that you put on the top? Let me know what you put on the top, my friend. Raigo? Okay, well, that's awesome for me, by the way. I mean, that's 1 Raigo gone for my Zoro, right? So now they're going to be at 1. Yes, 2nd Raigo. Again, I technically don't mind this. Because now we're just going to settle for the Zoro game plan. Now, the downside here is that now I'm not going to be drawing. Like, I'm no longer going to be drawing here because the opponent can just... Do we ever go 9 and 9? Opponent has 8. I guess if they play Karakuri, they'll be able to play Karakuri and get back to where they need to be. I like the idea of forcing them to have to play Karakuri next turn. Yeah, I like the idea of forcing him to have to play Karakuri. We'll go here and go for I'm Invincible right away. Either that or they have to give me 3 cards, right? So, because they're not at their Yamato turn yet, right? Yeah, so they have to go like that, and I'm gonna go here and attack for 9 again, and you have to give me 3 cards, or you take it and play Karakuri next turn. Which Karakuri can go on the Okiku, so it is a good life for them to have. And if they block this, then that means they don't have Karakuri. Okay, I mean, if you don't get that life, I will attack you twice with double I'm Invincible. So this has to be a Karakuri every single time. This is the tough part in this matchup for the Enel player, that I can easily have double attacks, right? Whether I'm Invincible, or as you see, we're gonna play Zoro next turn and just literally force him to find the 3rd Raigo. If they don't have the 3rd Raigo, then they're just gonna lose to the Zoro, even if they have everything else. Yeah, we'll trash 1 life. That's cool. So they don't have it. So I think they just lose to them Invincible next turn then, right? Yeah, they just lose to them Invincible. I guess we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, right? We go 11 here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, and then we go 11 again, and you won't have enough for it. And just like that, we got there before the opponent even had enough, right? And they have the 3rd Raigo. So they actually did have the 3rd Raigo, so that would have been annoying. And they had the Karakuri on the top of their deck, unfortunately. So we just happened to get them just in the right time where they couldn't play this Karakuri down, right? Which ended up being really, really good for us. So, GG's. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed those games of Green Uta. I told you, right? I'm Invincible is crazy. I'm Invincible is crazy. You saw that against Enel, right? Kind of forcing their hand. They were not able to go back to that 1 life, and just we were able to win from there. And then against the red purple law players, those were some really interesting games, right? We got to see one game where the kid shined. We got to see, games where we just had a bunch of Luffy blockers, which are a lot harder for them to deal with, which is one of the things that I really like in that matchup specifically, that these Luffy blockers are not as easy for the opponent to be able to actually deal with them. So it ends up being like really, really nice, right? What else? And yeah, I mean, for the most part, I'm Invincible ends up finishing the games. We got the Backlight putting in value there as well. So that's kind of the things that you want to see with this deck, and go from there. But anyways, I think that's gonna be it for us for today. We have one more Uta video coming out tomorrow, so if you want to keep up to date with that, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch, Sirturmund we stream now and then, and you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you all again tomorrow.